Some people's children.
Honestly. It's hers. It's her children.
Yeah.
So hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to
The Drunken Library. I'm Amber.
I'm Sam. And we read a book.
We do that sometimes.
Every once in a while. And every once in a while we get our shit together enough to be in the same place and film it. Which is hilarious because we're in the same place.
Very frequently.
Yeah.
But then we just don't film it, and then
Yep.
and then we're like, oh.
Or we do film it and then we wait 2 years to edit and post it. That's also a thing we do sometimes.
Occasionally, yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
we read a book.
Uh-huh.
The book is called Dealing with Dragons.
Yep.
By Patricia C. Reedy. Or Reed. I don't really know how it's pronounced.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say the wrong name.
I thought you might have. That's why I looked it up before we started filming.
I definitely thought the last name was like Wade.
I mean, it does start with a W. It's like W-R-E-D.
Oh, I missed the R
Yep.
in my memory.
You missed it right in my memory.
Yeah, right in my brain noggin. It was there, and then
it was gone. This is off to a great start.
Isn't it always? Anyway.
Dealing with Dragons by Patricia C. Reedy. And it's cute as shit.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It is a like middle grade-ish book that came out in like 89 or 90.
Somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
it was like the late 80s, early 90s. And it's part of a series. I think there's 4 books.
We gotta read those too.
I'm for sure gonna read all of them. This was the cutest shit that I've read in a very long time.
Sam was reading it. How did you even find it?
A YouTube video, actually, which I will link
Below.
in
the description
Yeah,
box.
I found it from Reads with Rachel. So
Yeah, so she starts reading it, and she's just like, I'm reading the cutest shit right now. It's about a girl and some dragons. It's
about a princess who doesn't want to marry a prince, and she runs away and like meets these dragons and then volunteers to be captured by the dragons, and becomes friends with them, and it's very cute and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And the audiobook was like top tier.
It was
audiobook.
fantastic, yeah.
And as I'm listening to the audiobook, I'm like texting Amber, like, this shit's so cute. And if I had read this when I was a kid, it would have probably become my whole personality.
Probably. Yeah.
Because the main character is Cimarine, the princess' name is Cimarine. She is so spicy.
She's very opinionated.
Yeah, and I love her.
Yeah. You are also very opinionated.
But another thing I appreciate about her, because she's like a heroine that's like not like other girls, but she doesn't act like that makes her better than them.
Yeah, she's just like, all I want is to like learn archery
And Latin and like read
and
books.
do cool shit.
And I don't want to marry this prince that my parents arranged a marriage to for me because he's fucking boring.
Yeah, and I don't want to learn table manners, and I don't want to do cross stitch, like, which, I mean, I like cross stitch. I think it would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, but
that's not what she was into.
And that's like
so
all
she
she
didn't
was.
want to do it.
Yeah, and that's like all she was allowed to do, and it was
Yeah.
like kind of messed up. And yeah, her parents like just arranged a marriage for her, and then she was like, I don't want to marry this man. He's boring as fuck. Deuces, I'm out.
Yeah.
And she leaves, runs away, meets these dragons, and then volunteers to become one of the dragons' like captive princess.
Yeah.
And in this universe, that essentially means that you like work for the dragon and do like whatever they want you to do around the house.
Or the cave.
Or the cave, yeah. It's their version of a house, but it's a cave.
Yeah.
And most of the princesses, it is like kind of against their will. Like their parents kind of decide it for them because they're like don't have a lot of marriage prospects. And one of the things that's like a perk to becoming a dragon's princess is that it almost guarantees you a good marriage because it's like a huge honor for a prince or a knight to like rescue a captive princess.
Yep.
But in the case of Cimarine, she just like straight up volunteers. She's like, I don't want to marry this man. I want to do cool shit.
I want to do cool
Can I come work for you? And this dragon Kazul agrees.
Yep.
And then like has Cimarine like organizing her library and like cooking for her because Cimarine makes really good like Cherry's Jubilee.
Yeah.
And the dragon's like, oh fuck, I love Cherry's Jubilee. Like, please make that for me.
Yep. She has her like organize her like treasures. So she's got all kinds of shit in her treasure room. She's like, if you could just organize it so that it like makes any kind of sense, that'd be really cool. Thanks.
Yeah. And like Cimarine becomes friends with one of the other captive princesses. Her name's Alienora.
Yeah, I sure as shit don't remember.
And she does want to get married and is like a much more like typical girl, but they become really close friends, and Cimarine and her like figure out how to make themselves like flame resistant.
Yeah.
In case the dragon has
mad.
temper tantrum.
Has some trouble controlling their fire.
Which Alienora's dragon does have that issue because he's a big old meanie.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a butt.
And like spoilers, he ends up being one of the major villains in the story. But, so Cimarine and Alienor become friends. They make themselves, like, flame resistant, and they, like, do cute little things together, and they become buddies, and eventually Cimarine helps her find a prince to marry her, and it's, like, really cute.
Super cute.
And they're just, like, buds. But, the other thing that, like, this is why Cimarine is my hero, honestly. And I think you probably know where I'm going with this, because we were talking about how all the princes and knights, like, that's one of the benefits, is, like, somebody will come rescue you and it guarantees you a good marriage. But Cimarine doesn't want that.
So they show up.
And she's like, please fucking leave.
Go away.
Leave me alone. I don't want you to. But she's getting so annoyed, and Kazula is getting so annoyed by all these dudes showing up, that, like, she's trying to figure out a way to, like, keep them away. And then this, like, witch that's their neighbor is like, well, why don't we just, like, put a sign at the end of the road that's like, road closed, come back later.
And it kind of works.
And it kind of works. Eventually, the prince that she was supposed to marry does show up. And he's like, come on, like, I'm rescuing you, let's get out of here. And she's like, no, thank you. But there is this other princess, like, 3 caves down, that would be lovely, and she's way prettier than me, and you should definitely marry her. And it's, like, the mean girl that none of them want to talk to, so, like, doing everybody a favor.
I love, like, the pettiness that's just really casually woven in, because it's not even like it's intentionally mean. It's just kind of like, well, we don't want her to be around. He's boring, so they sort of deserve each other.
Right, and he keeps showing up here and won't leave me alone, and he doesn't really care
to anybody's concerns.
And he doesn't really care if he marries me. He just wants to marry a princess. So, like, I'm just solving everybody's problems right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Alienora, like, comes over and is like, oh, I haven't seen her in a while. Do you know what happened? And she's like, oh, yeah, I sent this prince to rescue her. Maybe I should have sent him your way. And she's like, no, that's fine. If she's gone, it solves most of my problems. Like, we're chill. Yeah. And so that's, like, kind of the like, whimsical thing that's going on for most of the story. And then we find out that there's, like, kind of a more devious plot going on
with the wizards.
With the wizards, because the wizards don't like the dragons and vice versa, and they have a disagreement over, like, resources, essentially.
And some of the dragons are doing everybody dirty and working with the wizards.
So basically the wizards poisoned the king of the dragons, and in this universe, king is just a job title. It doesn't matter the gender of the dragon. If they are in charge, they are the king. And Cimarine asks Kazula at one point, like, wouldn't you be the queen then? And she's like, no, queen's a totally different job.
Yeah.
And nobody wants it because it's boring.
It's so delightful, and, like, it's all stuff that makes perfect sense, but it's not anything that I think anyone's conditioned to expect out of a story.
Yeah, it's so fun, and it's written so, like, tongue-in-cheek. It's, like, really funny. And it's just great. But yeah, so the wizards, they poison the king of the dragons. And then all of the dragons have to have, like, a competition to determine who the next king is, and there's, like, this, like, plot scheme, if you will, to get the dragon that's been working with the wizards and doing everybody dirty, to get him installed as the king so that he can, like, give the wizards everything they want or whatever.
So the wizards are helping him cheat.
Yes, they're going to try to interfere with the competition. They want to poison everybody. It's terrible.
It's just really, some people's children.
Honestly. And so Cimarine and Alienora find out about this, and they work with the witch that's the neighbor to, like, unravel this plot. And then Kazul becomes the new king of the dragons, and Cimarine is really worried that means that she's, like, out of a job now because, like, the king doesn't really need, like, a princess to be captive. And then Kazul is like, don't be stupid, like, I have even more shit for you to organize now.
I have so much shit. It needs to be organized. You already are familiar. You've already done half the work. Like, come on. Like,
so, like, let's move into the palace together, basically. And, like, it's adorable, and I love it.
It's so wholesome. It's when you read it, you just feel good. Even when like the shitty parts are happening.
You're just happy.
You're just like, what the fuck? But like, I'm still good though. So like, you read it and then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and you just get this overwhelming sense that everything's going to be fine because this world is just so wholesome and lovely, and these characters are all wonderful.
Yeah.
And you just know it's going to be okay.
Yep.
And you're just happy the whole time you're reading it.
Love it. I love a happy book.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited to read the rest of them.
Yeah.
I was going to say something and then right out of my brain. No, it was not you. I was going to say the writing style, like I was kind of saying before, the whole thing is like written in a very tongue-in-cheek, like comedic way. And it reminded me a lot of Robert Asprin books, for anybody who's ever read those.
Who's that?
He's like a fantasy sci-fi writer from like the 70s, 80s.
Okay.
Time.
Right. Apparently I gotta read them now.
And he does a lot of like comedic, like fantasy adventure stories where the characters like greet each other in like a very modern sounding way, and like they just get into silly misadventures.
Yeah.
And they're written in a really like funny way, and it's like very lighthearted even when like crazy stuff's going on. This gave me the same vibes.
Okay, right on. I love when I get vibes off of something that I'm like, this is related to this other thing, except I'm usually a lot worse at articulating why.
Yeah, it was adorable. I would like I said, if I had read this when I was in like middle school, it would have been over. That would have been it. It's like super age appropriate for like 8 to 12-year-olds. The only thing is that there is like the whole like Dragon King gets poisoned thing, but it happens off page.
Yeah, and there's just a little bit of murder,
like murder light. It's just a good time.
It's just a good time, and like obviously, it's also not just for young women. Like we enjoyed the hell out of it, and we're in our 30s. So
and honestly, if you are like looking at stuff to like give to your kids or nieces or nephews or whatever, like honestly, any middle grade kid could read and enjoy this.
Yep, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. I think I gave it like 4.5 stars.
I did as well. Yeah.
Originally I gave it 4, but then I bumped it up. I bumped it up. Yeah. So I don't know why it just wasn't 5 stars for me.
I probably, if I had read it earlier in my life, it would have been 5 stars. But like as an adult, it's hard for me to like have that 5-star feeling with like a kid's book. Not because there's literally anything wrong with it, and also I'm like very selective with 5-star ratings.
It's true.
But it was, I gave it 4.5. It was great. It was lovely.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Absolutely recommend it.
Absolutely recommend it. I was gonna say something different, but I didn't. I love a good dragon story.
He loves a good dragon.
Dragons are great.
It was kind of fun to have a story where the dragons are like the good guys.
Yeah.
And like the wizards are kind of doing some sketchy shit. I think that was kind of a fun like reversal from your typical story where normally dragons are either just tools to get a job done, or they're like
just a magical creature
that exists that is like a danger. Yeah. An obstacle, and not like an ally and a main character who like cracks jokes and has a whole society, and like it was a really interesting take on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. So yeah, go out and read it.
Yeah.
Or stay in and read it.
Yeah, absolutely read it though. And if you do come across the audiobook, it's very good. It's a good audiobook.
We're big fans. We support it.
Yeah. Wow, this video was much more to the point than they usually are.
You just really had a lot of feelings.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I was just here like...
Let us know if you have read it, or if you have any other really cool, like, interesting middle grade fantasy stuff that you've read that maybe we haven't possibly heard of.
Or a good dragon story.
Or a good dragon story.
Yeah. And remember to always read responsibly.